All right. Hey out there. Welcome. Happy Monday, everyone. And hope you had a nice weekend. It was hot here in Chicago. It's still hot here in Chicago. I can feel the humidity already pouring in. We're gonna do a little noon movement today. I had hoped to maybe get these done before noon, but we've been woken up by our smoke detectors beeping the past couple nights outside in our hallway. So those are going to get changed soon, so we are told. But yeah, so yeah, I had to sleep in a little bit more today, and now we're just gonna do something at lunchtime. You will just need a mat for today. And yeah, take breaks if you need to, modify whenever you need to. I'm Midnight. I sometimes forget to introduce myself. If you're new to me or new to the channel or just checking this out for the first time, I am trying to do these daily pop-up classes. So I call them pop-ups because I'm not committing to a certain time of the day of when I'm going to get these done, but I am committing to the fact that I am going to get them done. So I try to do them earlier in the day, usually before noon, maybe around noon, just sort of depends on the day. But it's a movement practice that you can do every single day. So you can either repeat this practice or you can follow along with me as I keep going Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But it's all about just strengthening the body and moving the body. I say this a lot, but I'll say it again, that we just need to move our bodies around. A workout isn't necessarily about like destroying your body where you can't move the next day. If you want to get that in, that's cool too. But our bodies just need to move around every day if we can. Doesn't have to be crazy. It's still going to be challenging. Still, it might be hard for sure, but it's something that is going to nurture and take care of our bodies in a sustainable way. So that's what these specifically are here to do. We're going to do a little Pilates yoga fusion. Follow along, modify when you need to. If there's ever something that doesn't feel good in your body, please don't worry about doing it. You can find something else if you know it, or just hang out. Just like give yourself a moment. Breathe into your body, connect to yourself. We're here to better the relationship with our bodies and ourselves. That's really, at the end of the day, what's most important is feel better, move better, be happier with our own relationship here. So let's get to it. All right. We're going to start in quadruped position and start with some cat-cows. Quadruped is this hands and knees position. Cat-cows, round the spine, pull the belly button in, lengthen the spine, reach the tailbone away, reach the heart forward, and now suck your belly button up. I know it's going to feel kind of counterintuitive, but really important to help protect the lower back. Round the spine again, push through the palms. Try and press this part of your spine up. Usually we can get this part to curl really well. It's this lower part that we need to tuck under. And lengthen back out. Keep pulling the belly in. Open up to the collarbone. Go with your breath. Exhaling as you round into your cat, like an angry cat. And then inhale as you reach into your cow. Moving the spine. Wanting to get that spine nice and mobile. If we don't move the spine around, it gets stuck. It very easily just seizes up. And then it's really hard to move the rest of our body because everything comes from that torso, comes from our powerhouses in the middle of the body. Bring it to a neutral spine, so just kind of a little bit of a natural curve in the back, and wag your tail side to side. These are great to do anytime you're just feeling stiff or sore. Maybe it feels like a lot, maybe it doesn't feel like much, but again, it's just about moving those bones around, getting the joints to articulate. Hold here. Draw the belly button in, going into serratus push-ups. You lower the chest down, you keep the arms straight, and push away. Straight arms, sink my chest down, squeeze shoulder blades together and back, then push away and pull the shoulder blades apart. Really pressing, like I'm pushing a car up a hill. Tell them I'm trying to press into the floor. Sink down in the chest, push up and away. Keep going here. Again, inhaling on the way down, exhaling as you push. Inhale, sink, exhale, push. Now this took me a while to really kind of understand and get. So it may feel really small. You may not feel like you're like, I don't know if I'm doing this correctly. That's fine. Again, just keep moving. But eventually, hopefully you can also think of pulling the muscles that wrap around here and pulling the muscles inside the armpit to scoop and suction up. Whoever thought you'd be thinking about strengthening your armpit muscles, right? The last one, hold it, keep pressing through the palms, extend one leg back behind you, try and keep your hips still. Bring it down, other leg stretches behind. Now as you do this, imagine like you have something balanced on your back. If you want to, you can even put something on your back. Give yourself a little test for keeping the body still. It's not about how high the leg goes. I'm not trying to kick my leg way up high. I'm just reaching that heel back, keeping centered and keeping my lower back as quiet as possible. Feel some engagement into the shoulders, keep pressing the floor away and into the core for sure. Pulling that belly in. Hold both knees down. The same thing, but reaching the arms. You're over that middle line in between right and left. Don't shift your nose off of that middle line. You can't reach all the way overhead like me. Have some space limitations. I'm just lifting that arm up and putting it wherever you can. Keep pressing through your shoulders. One more each side, then we're going to combine these two. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Reaches out long. Hold. Keep balancing that imaginary thing on your back. Pull the belly in, trying to hold here. It's going to feel more challenging. Just breathe. Bring it in, switch it over to the other side. Opposite hand of the arm, or opposite leg of the arm. Hold, press. Come down, switch it over to the other side. Lengthen out. Hold. Now maybe you knock yourself over, that's okay. Just get back into it. Come in, switch. We're asking all those muscles inside our core, around our spine to start to warm up. Bring it down. Switch one more time each side. Into the shoulders, just waking them up, heating them up. I mean, I already feel sweat starting to accumulate on my body. I don't know about you. Good, come all the way down. Yeah, push it back into a child's pose. Just reach those arms long. Big toes barely touching. Knees come out wide. You can sway the hips side to side. Breathing. Opening up the hip bones, hip joints. Seeing how they are today. Saying hello. All right. Bring it all the way back up. Sitting yourself down. Let's go into a little butterfly. Heels, soles of the feet together. Knees go out wide. You can try to set up the feet wherever feels most comfortable to you. Then peel open your feet. Try and open them up and give them a little rub. Push your thumb into the arches and give them some attention. We never pay attention to the bottom of our feet. Give them a moment right here. They need it. They hold us up all day. Do a lot for us. But from here, lengthen through the heart. Grab onto your ankles if you can and try and pull your heart forward. Show you what it looks like side. So instead of rounding, I'm pulling my heart forward, straight back, and then hinge over. I'm trying to reach my belly button to my heels, not nose to the toes, because we don't want to round. At least right now we aren't. We want to hinge and tilt over. If you want to, you can sway yourself side to side. Breathe. Come all the way up. Adding a little gentle twist to this. Hand goes onto the knee, other hand goes back behind you. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist towards that leg. And then reach yourself over that leg. You know, it's going to feel a little bit awkward, at least just for me. Take this hand and push it away and twist. This hand is helping get leverage to twist the body and try and lean the breastbone, the sternum, down to that knee. I feel a really big stretch in my oblique, so the side body here, and a little bit into this back of the side as well. And I'm getting rotation in the spine. Come all the way up, switch over to the other side, hand on the knee, other hand back. Inhale, lift, twist, and dive down, pressing this hand away. Do a lot of oppositional force in Pilates, in bar, in yoga, where we're not just hanging out in a pose, we're reaching our energy. So my head, my heart are reaching one way, and I'm pressing my knee and my hip back the other way. So I'm using my own energy and body to create the resistance and the stretch. Right, come up center. Yeah, good. Again, take your feet, open them up, give them a little massage, a little love. And now go ahead and round yourself down. So chin can tuck towards the chest and round down. Don't round down. You can round down all the way if that's where it feels good in your body. But for me, just rounding down about here is where I feel this stretch. I feel a stretch starting in my upper back. Imagining I have a big round orb right here in front of me, and I'm trying to reach up and over that orb. Then I feel a really good stretch into the back. Sit yourself up tall, reach to the crown of the head. Again, stretch it forward. This is kind of like spine stretch forward in Pilates as well. Rounding the spine, pulling the belly button back, just trying to open up the space in between the vertebra in that thoracic and that upper spine. Stack the spine, bring it all the way up. One more. From the belly button, pull it back, tuck the pelvis under. I am using my abs here. You might feel that core really engaging. Good. Sit yourself all the way up. Nice. Twist yourself over to that first side. Twist this way just so you can see. And do the same thing now, rounding down. So instead of lengthening over, you round the spine and we try and curl over. I'm using my hand on this foot to give me that leverage and then pushing my spine in the opposite way. So I'm pressing my feet to twist, pulling my spine in the opposite direction, and then trying to reach my head past my knee. Now I feel way more of a stretch in the back side body. That's that area that at least I don't really get stretched out that much. I come up, switch over to the other side. Inhale, exhale, press and round. These Mondays always just feel like a good day to just like do a little gentler start to these movement practices. At least for me, it's like I need to wake up the bones. Sundays, I don't always do a lot, so just go wake up the muscles and the bones a bit more and get into those spaces that I probably have forgotten about the past few days. Come all the way up. Roll all the way down onto your back. Okay, but enough of that. Now let's get into the core. Draw the belly button in. Number one, suck the belly button down towards the spine. Like you're trying to button up that last pair of buttons on your tight pair of pants. Lengthen the tailbone away from you, pull the belly button down and lengthen away. It's super subtle. Let me show that again. So 1, suck the belly in. 2, lengthen the tailbone, lower back pushes down into the mat. 3, take your top ribs, pull them down and in. Hold this, just this. I can feel my abs really working to pull in, lengthen the spine and hold stability. Release. Just that again, I'll try to get my arms out of the way. 1, pull the belly in. 2, lengthen the tailbone, push lower back into the mat. 3, tuck the ribs down and in. That third one's super subtle. Hold that, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. If you can, bring the knees to tabletop. Let's do that same thing we did, but now we're in flipped upside down. So extend one leg out and bring it in. Other leg, extend out and bring it in. As you do this, you're keeping the 1, 2, 3 connection of the core. If at any time you feel your lower back start to arch, or you feel your belly button come out, give yourself a moment, you can kick the legs up a little bit higher. Or you can put the hands down to help stabilize. You don't have to reach the toe out as far. Maybe it just reaches a couple inches. And you find what works for your body. Don't judge it. Just find where your body needs it. Because what you think is harder probably isn't harder. It's just not what your body needs in this moment. So dropping your leg down lower doesn't necessarily mean it's always harder. It depends on how you're engaging through your core. Make sure you even on both sides. And let's try it with our hands, arms reaching overhead, and just keeping our legs in that tabletop position. Now, if you're like me, you may tuck your knees in, because I have the mobility to do this. And it is way easier on my abs to like tuck into this little ball. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is great. So see if you can get your knees more over your hips or a little beyond your hips. Then all of a sudden this becomes a lot more work in the core and the abs. Evening out. Opposite arm, opposite leg, reaches out, comes up. Reaches out, comes up. I'm feeling that heat build into the belly. My lower back lengthening, pushing down to the floor. Also warming up the shoulders and the hips some more. Moving through those joints. One more on each side. Make sure you even out. Last one. Good. Bring the knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a gentle little rock, or whatever feels good in this moment. Keeping the head all the way down. Lift the legs up towards the ceiling. Hands can either go underneath the tailbone if you need a little extra cushion, or they just go back by your side. Rolling one leg straight down, all the way up. Other leg lowers and lifts. Get that 1, 2, 3 connection in the core. So this, as long as I'm really drawing my abs in, I can feel this single leg drop just as much as the double leg. And it's more about how tight my abs are contracting. So think of like a bicep. I can contract, I can flex that bicep really, really hard, no matter what, even without a weight. I can contract it as hard as I can, and it's gonna fatigue. It's gonna work into that muscle. So contract, feel those muscles really pulling in. But then if you do want to try double leg down and up, by all means you can. Right, now this is a great example of is not what it looks like. I feel my abs a lot right here. So if I put my hands underneath my tailbone, I can go down way further, but I personally don't feel it in my abs as much. So here I gotta let go of what I think it should look like and focus in on what it should feel like. Because that is where my abs are saying, that is the limit for today. So I'm gonna go right there and honor that space. Maybe it's your hands are underneath you, and that's where your body needs to go today. Sometimes I need that too. Again, no right or wrong. It's all just figuring it out. Just figuring out what we need. Definitely feeling that heat though. Sweating a little bit more. Last one. Good. Keep the toes reaching up towards the ceiling. Then lengthen one leg down. Single leg circles. Flex the foot of that bottom leg. Hands pressed down to the side, or if you want to add a little variation, bring your arms overhead. Circle around the body, up, pause at the top. Circle cross, up, pause at the top. Circling the leg is more about keeping your body still. So push your muscles down to the floor. Keep that 1, 2, 3 connection of the abs, and try to keep your hips, your shoulders as quiet as possible. Circle other way. So maybe your circle is right here. Really, if I'm being honest with myself, my circle is right there to keep everything absolutely still. But it's okay if you move a little bit. It's you just trying to keep your body still. So even if you find yourself tilting or fighting, that's what it's about. It's fighting for that balance, fighting for that stability. Last one. Draw the knee in towards the chest, hug it in, circle out that ankle. Drop the knee out to the side, open it up. You give yourself a little threading here. If you want to go to a straight leg out to the side, by all means you can. Otherwise, you just keep it bent. Breathing. Take this knee, cross it all the way over to a reclined spinal twist. Let the hips go all the way over and then pull the shoulders back. So this shoulder may not reach back towards the floor, but keeping the hips stacked and then rotating more through that upper spine. Reaching past, we're trying to stretch the fingers, look past those fingers. This should also, hopefully, feel really nice. Spinal twisting. Need more twisting of the spine in our life. Most of us in the day-to-day practice. Let your spine enjoy its rotation. Okay, switch over to the other side. Break time over. Flex the foot, reach the toe up towards the ceiling. Arms go overhead again. Point the toe, pull the belly in, press your body into the floor. I sometimes think of those old-fashioned amusement park rides where it's that big circle and it spins and you just get sucked to the wall. If they still have those, I have no idea if they still have those rides or not. I sound real old saying that. Circle other direction. But that's how I feel. I'm like stuck to the wall. I'm trying to push my muscles into the floor. Like the centrifugal force of that ride is pressing me down, keeping my body still as my leg moves around. If that resonated with you, great. If you were like, I have no idea what she's talking about, that's okay. It's okay too. Good. Last one. Pull the knee in. Give yourself a roll in the ankle. Whatever works for you. Yeah, I couldn't find that analogy, that metaphor that speaks to you. Bring the knee out to the side. Work it up and down. Take it over to your spinal twist. Oh yeah, let the hips come all the way over and then reach the shoulder back. All right. Whew. Let's get into a little yoga flow. Now that at least my body's seated up, my body's nice and warm. Okay, so flip it back over again. Tuck the toes underneath. Lift up to your down dog. Pedal out the feet here. Push your palms into the mat. Remember those serratus push-ups we did earlier where we sunk down and lifted up? I want you to think of that. You can sink down, but then push up and away. Keep that pressing up and away like you're pushing a car up a hill. You're trying to push the floor deeper another inch. Yeah. Hold here. Go ahead and walk your hands towards your feet or your feet towards your hands. Hang out here in a forward fold. Feet out hip width distance apart. Maybe slight bend in the knees. Take a little sway side to side. Lift up halfway. Hands come to your shins. Pull the shoulder blades back and reach to the heart. And this is when we were practicing not rounding. We're reaching, pulling our core in, clavicle, collarbone open, shoulders down, tailbone reaching. And fold it all the way over. Hands go down. Go ahead and step it or jump it back into a plank position. If you would like to drop your knees, please do. It is there for you at any time. Some serratus push-ups here. Lower the chest, push away. Lower the chest, push away. Again, you can always drop back down to those knees. Try and lift the armpits. Work the muscles in the armpit to lift up. Suction cup up. 2 more. Lift up. Last one. Hold it. Good. Step your feet together. Take 1 foot, lift it up into the air. Squeeze, just hold here. Nice strong position, squeeze to the glute. Draw that knee in towards the chest, hold. Lengthen back out, hold. Draw back in, hold. Lengthen out, draw in. Set that foot down in front or in between the hands. Lower the back, hip flexor down towards the floor. Breathe, reach the crown of the head and push your back to go behind you. Now shift your weight forward a little bit by pressing. See, look at my back heel. I'm going to push into the pads of my feet and lean forward a little bit more. If you need to adjust your toes to get the distance right, go for it there. Then see if you can float your hands off and push up, press up, and find a balance. You know, my head's kind of cut off there, but hopefully you can You can understand what's happening. Keep squaring the hips. Breathe. Bring it back down again. Good. Doing that one more time. Push into the feet. Lift yourself up. And now add a twist to it. Opposite hand of the leg that's in front reaches forward. Other hand reaches back and twist the spine. Bring it back forward. Bend that back knee, set it back, straighten the front leg, give yourself a little bit of a shake out and a stretch here. And straight spine. So bring it back forward. One more time, tuck the toes under, lift yourself up, find that balance. Hands behind the head like we're going to a boss pose. Open up the elbows and see if you can reach back. If that feels like too much, keep the hands just in front of you reaching. Otherwise, those hands behind the head, and you open up to the heart. Yes, legs, at least my legs, are burning. Starting to feel that burn. So maybe a tremble starting to set in. Take a break if you need to. Good, bring the hands back. Ooh, step that foot back behind you. Good, hold here. If you want to go through a vinyasa flow, please do. You can follow me. Bend the elbows. You can lower yourself down, either all the way down to your chest. Actually, let's all go to our chest for just a little cobra. It's the first cobra we're doing today. So pull the shoulders back. You can keep the arms bent in a baby cobra or lift all the way up, but just make sure you're not cranking into your lower back. So find what works for you. Then push yourself back into a quadruped. Tuck the toes, lift back up to a down dog, and breathe. All right. Let's do that all on the other side. Into your plank position. Some serratus push-ups. Lower down and press. Lower down, push away. So serratus is a big muscle that wraps around your ribs, and it helps keep your scapula, your shoulder blades in place. One more, push away, and they help us do that pushing motion. Other leg lifts up, just hold, breathe. Breathe the knee in, hold. Hold that knee and use your abs. Lengthen back, hold. Pull in, hold. Notice if you're starting to sink your shoulders, keep pressing with the serratus. Lengthen back. Pull in, you can step that foot forward, and then push the back hip down. We get really tight in our hip flexors, the muscles right here in front, with all the sitting that we do. So just incorporate some hip flexor stretches, opening up the hip flexor, really good in a daily practice. So press that back heel back behind you, and then push into, look at my back leg, push into the toes, lean yourself forward a little bit more, float your hands up, trying to find your balance, and then come all the way up. Breathing, your hands on your hips or wherever you need to. Square, I like the hands on the hips to help square the hips. And keep pressing to that back leg, pressing through those toes. Keep as low as you can. If you need to come up a little bit, you can. But try and keep as low. Good, hands come all the way down. Nice work. Again, pressing into it, adding that twist, reaching back, pull the belly in, hold, breathe. Hands come down, back knee comes down, straighten the front leg, so have a quick little shake out, stretch into the hamstrings, which also get super tight and weak from all the sitting that we do. One more time, bend it down, tuck the toes, lift it up, lifting up, push through the back toes, hands behind the head for your boss, open up the heart, or you can reach the arms up towards the ceiling. You're gonna bring the hands all the way down, slide that toe back behind, option to go to your vinyasa or just go to down dog and we'll all meet there. Now if you wanna go to an up dog, where your toes flip over, your thighs are off of the ground, reach up to the heart, you can, tuck the toes, lift up to your down dog. I said this last week, but that up dog always reminds me of Michael Scott in The Office and the What's Up dog. So we're What's Up dogging. If you want to go there with me, you can. Otherwise, you stick to the cobra or you just reach up to the down dog. All right, look towards your hands. A little bend in the knees, either step or maybe jump your hands towards your feet towards your hands. You know what I mean. Forward fold, halfway lift, reach up to the crown of the head, all the way down. All right, I'm gonna go to frame, but just Follow along. Bend the knees. Lift yourself all the way up to standing. Arms reach overhead. Just stand up straight. Take a moment here. Let the arms go down. Okay. Breathe. Arms go overhead. Inhale. Dive down. Exhale. Lift up halfway lift. Pull the shoulder blades down. Plant the hands. Step or jump yourself back. Plank position. Yeah. Hold this nice strong plank. 3 straightest push-ups. Down. Lift. Down. Lift. Down. Lift. Hold. Go lift up to downward dog. Pedal out the feet. All right. Little hip openings. Feet step together. One leg goes up back behind you. Reach it up towards the ceiling back behind you, but keep the hips square. So don't let the hip open yet. Keep the hips square and lift that back heel behind you. Keep pressing through your palms, pressing through those hands, and then draw little circles back behind you. Circle around. Keep going here. I'm just gonna change this out so I get a little more space. Keep going, keep breathing. Circle other way. There you go, a little more space there. Good. Hold. Now you can bend the knee and open the hips. The hips open. Yeah, give yourself a big stretch. Pull that back knee up towards the ceiling. Good. Square the hips back down again. Draw the knee in towards the chest. In plank position, hold. Reach the heel back up. Knee in towards the chest. Leg back up. Knee to the same elbow. Oblique. And up. Knee to the same elbow again. And lift. Knee across the chest to the opposite elbow. And up. Actually try to get that knee to tap the arm. Tap the elbow. Up. Step this leg forward and through. Good. Lunge it all the way down. Press into the back toes. Lift yourself up. Hands on the hips. Bending the back knee down and straighten. Bending the knee down and up. Just here. Power into those legs. Last 2. Last 1. Hold it. Hands come down. Straighten the front leg. Hop that back leg in a little bit. Straight leg stretch. You need to come up a little bit higher. You can grab onto something. Otherwise, see if you can get your hands down. Opposite hand of the foot that's front comes to the inside of that sole, or maybe you can go to the outside of the foot and then twist yourself open. Ooh, that's a balance challenge. For me, at least. Pull the belly button in. Good, bring it all the way down. Bend back, down into your lunge. Slide this heel back. Option to do a little vinyasa flow with this leg lifted back behind you. Bend the elbows down. Float yourself up. And then down to your down dog. Adding little pieces of flair, but again, you don't have to. All right. Stay here. Other leg reaches back behind you. Keep the hips square to begin with. Reaching through that back heel, squeezing through the glute, and circle around. Little circles, drawing the belly in. Circle other way. Pressing through that heel. Reaching up through the hamstring. Hold it. Bend this knee. Open up the hip. Reach that back knee up towards the ceiling. Shoulders still stay square though. Try to keep the shoulders centered. That hip is opening, reaching. Square the hips back down. 2 knees are coming underneath you into your plank. Draw the belly in. Reach back up. Again. Draw in. Reach up. Knee to same elbow. Just call these Spider-Man crunches or Spider-Man mountain climbers. Across the body. Try to tap. Oh. Again, tap. Step it all the way through. Into that nice lunge position. Press into the back toes. Lift yourself up. Square the hips. Bend that back leg. Down. And lift. And down. And lift. We are almost there. I promise. You're doing great. Yeah, last one. Hold it, hands come down, straighten both legs. You can hop that back leg in a little bit, square the hips, stretch. Really pulling this back leg hip forward, this front leg hip back. That'll help square. I say square, sometimes I say that and assume you all know what that means, but that means just keeping it centered, pointed forward, opposed to like tilted. Opposite hand of the foot that's front can come in the outside or inside and reach up. Fight for that balance. Maybe you have to come up on your tippy fingertips. Maybe you don't twist that much. That's okay. This is a really big stability challenge. Come all the way down. Bend into that front leg, slide the back leg back. Lift the leg up and see if you can go into that little flow with the leg lifted. I actually think that feels nicer to me, to my body. All right, friends. Bend your knees, go into a child's pose. Ooh. Nice, strong work. We are doing one last Pilates core blast, and then you're done. And a nice little realignment to finish it out, okay? Getting into our core with our series of 5. I know, we do it like all the time. In Pilates, it's one of those classic ones. I didn't make you do the 100 though, so there's that. But we're gonna go into our series of 5. It's 5 different exercises, burns the core. You can do all of these exercises with your head, neck, and shoulders curled up. That's the classic way. But I also know some people have troubles doing this, especially with their neck or just pressure in their back. So you can also do all of this with your head down the entire time and just still work the arms and the legs. Just don't do the curl up. Yeah, so go wherever you need to. All right, single leg circle. Single leg stretch is the first one. One knee hugs in, other leg reaches out. Either here or here. Then switch. If you have the head, neck, and shoulders curled up, keep a gap between chin and chest. Again, imagine like you're rounding up and over a giant ball. So we're not just crunching into a ball, we're going up and over a ball. Do that 1, 2, 3 connection of your core. Sucking the belly button down, lengthen the spine. Double leg stretch. Both knees hug in. Extend arms and legs out. Circle, tuck back in. With the head down, it looks like this. Same thing applies though. Your lower back is still pushing into the mat. You're still reaching arms and legs away and tucking back in. You're reaching out to this hollow body position. I call it that a lot because that's what I learned in all my aerial and circus training. Hollow body. Lower back is pushing into the mat, and our body is rounded, curved, like we're over a giant contact lens. One more. Scissor kicks. Pulse, pulse, switch. Pulse, pulse. Pulse, pulse. So again, head down looks like this. Pulse, pulse. It's a stretch in the hamstring. Maybe your legs don't go all the way straight, in which case you can bend the knees a little bit. Or don't go as far. It can be smaller scissors. 2 more. Last one, toes go up towards the ceiling, lowering the legs, opening the legs, turning out the legs, there we go. Wrapping the legs, wrap, wrap, wrap. Little variation here. Lowering the legs down and lifting the legs up. An option to have your head, neck, and shoulders lifted, or you can put your fingertips, your hands underneath your tailbone. Lower down, keep drawing that belly in. Lift up, lower down. I'm gonna reach my chin a little bit further. 2 more. Yeah, abs. Last one. And up. Good. Crisscross. Hands behind the head. If you're keeping your head down, twist one way with your elbow and just stick to one side. Just twist. Twist. Yeah, let's all just do that, actually. Variation. Twist. Twisting just to one side. Yeah, working that oblique. 2 more. Switch it over to the other side. Just sticking this way. Breathing. Oh yeah, this is good. I feel that side a lot more. Just sticking to that one side. 2 more. Switch it again. 4, 3, 2, switch. 4, 3, 2, again. Switch. 4, 3, 2, last time. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness, bring it all the way in. Yeah. Rock and roll, a little side to side if you want. Good, give yourself a big stretch out. Okay, like fold up my mat. Reach long, let the lower back disconnect off of the mat now. So you can give yourself a big stretch through the torso. That feels good to you. Awesome work. Ooh. Flip it over onto your stomach. Lengthen arms and legs away. Just give yourself a moment in this back extension. You want to do a little swim in, swim it out. It's getting back into the back body after all of that front core work we did. Reach the crown of the head. This is the last little push we have, swimming towards the finish line. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Release it all the way down. Give yourself a moment here. Just breathe. If you want to push back to child's pose, push back. Child's pose. Just take a moment. Let your head rest to the other side. Even out that neck. Leaning back into your seated butterfly Baddha Konasana pose right here. Just to feel comfortable, crisscross applesauce is great too. Otherwise, why not? We were working on those hips today, so open back up again. Sit through the spine, grab onto your ankles, and then give yourself a rounding, rolling through the spine. Just roll it around. There's a spot where you're like, oh, I need right there. Hang out there a little bit more. Circle other way. I hope you enjoyed today's movement, today's practice. A little bit more variations of things than we do. I got away from classical a bit today, but it's good to switch it up. I kind of just listen to what the moment tells me, what my body tells me it needs. Felt good. I got a good little heat going, sweat going. Definitely got my muscles working. All right, sit up tall. I'm going to cross my legs, crisscross applesauce, but again, you go wherever you need to. Just sit up as tall as you can now. Hands can soften down onto your knees. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Maybe close your eyes, just breathe, give yourself a moment, settle back into your body. See how it's doing now at the end of this practice. Circle other way. See how it feels after moving. You made it. I know it doesn't always feel like the funnest thing to do when you're moving, but hopefully right now, this is the reward, right? Just kind of reflecting back. Hopefully your body feels looser, feels good, feels more connected. Soften the shoulders down. Reach the crown of the head. Breathing. One hand down. Let's do a lateral side bend. We didn't do this too many of those side bends today. Just reaching over. And coming up. Reach over to the other side. Giving yourself a moment of gratitude. Thanks for showing up, making it here today. Moving bodies and spirits. Empowering yourself through movement. Boss pose. Lift it through the heart. We always like ending with a boss pose. So we feel like a boss to go on. You're lounging back in your big executive chair, kicking back and opening up the heart, opening up all of this space that gets really hunched over a lot of the rest of the day. Good. Step the head back onto the spine. Fluff our aura. Hands together. Bring all the good intentions, what you want for the rest of your day, gratitude for your body, all the positivity in right here. Give it a little shake out. Cross it up top, in the middle, down low. Lift the energy up and let it pour down on you. Revel in all the good work, all the accomplishments you just had today. Awesome work. Thank you so much for whoever's joining me out there. This movement practice. Again, it is my goal to be doing these daily pop-ups Monday through Friday. I have at least committed to them on calendar on our website for Monday, Tuesday. So at the very least, I will be doing these every Monday, Tuesday. and then hopefully be doing them for the rest of the week as well. But we also have other classes, not this Wednesday. Usually on Wednesdays, I do a Dance It Out class. But this Wednesday, we actually are going to do some social distance socializing in a backyard with some people and actually seeing people face to face. So I won't have that on Wednesday. I'm moving my dance class to Friday this week. So it'll be most likely be a choreography class. It'll be moved to Friday. And then this Saturday, I have a special Patreon member only class. Let me throw up that information. If you are interested in becoming a Patreon member, information is up there, and a little shout out to our members that we have right now. But we'll be doing a special members only class this Saturday at 1 p.m. Central Time. But again, we'll be doing these little pop-up classes. The other classes, like the dance classes and the Saturday classes, those are more, they're bigger. So they're not in this space. They're in the other room, and they're bigger movements sometimes, more themed as well, and more kind of like perhaps one-off standalone workouts. So just trying to give people a variety of different things offering that you can come and join and move with us. Let me know if you have any questions, any suggestions. Also throw this information up there. For those who are interested in donating, it's our information there just so you have it. No worries or pressure though. We just throw it up there because we have some people ask us for that information. But really, we just appreciate you showing up and connecting with us and moving your body with us. Again, it's really powerful to be able to do that. So any way that we can do that together just means a lot to us. So thank you for that. Give us a like, share the videos, tell your friends about us if you like it. We also appreciate that. And tell us how you feel and how this went, because I love hearing from you guys too. That really, sometimes it feels like we're just in a void, especially right now. We're still keeping quarantine. So it's nice to hear from you. And I'll throw this up one last time, our social media, so you can connect with us on all the different platforms. Check us out. We got all sorts of stuff going on our website and Patreon, YouTube. You can see a ton of other classes up online there as well, and connect with us on social media too. All right. Well, have a beautiful rest of your day. If you're joining me today, Monday, July 6th, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your 6th. If you're joining me some other time, then thank you for coming and replaying or watching this for the first time. And I hope whatever you end up doing is going to be a lovely and wonderful time for you. Happy to be here and excited to keep this movement journey going with you all. So thanks, everyone. See you later. Take care. Have fun.